What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Movie Pod. My name's Isaac, and I'm joined by Joseph, the one, the only, Joseph the Great. How you going, Joseph? Fourth episode today. You getting tired?
Actually, yeah, I am a little bit late, but that's alright.
You can leave the call. I'll do it by myself. Alrighty. So
Yeah,
Joseph's
cool.
gone now, and yeah, I'll just be going by myself over the Mandalorian Season 3, Episode 5 predictions, hopes, and theories. Now, our last episode, we did a mid-season kind of review for the Mandalorian Season 3. We went over, is the season failing fans so far? Me and Joseph had a bit of a debate, and
Little bit.
little bit, and I think it is. He doesn't think it is. He
Not
thinks
yet.
it's been disappointing. Not as much as me. I think it's been very disappointing. Just go watch that video for full explanations. But we need to try come up with some ideas on what the next episode could be, because in the last episode, as we said, we don't know where the show's going. We don't know what direction it's going. We don't know who the antagonist is. We know Moff Gideon has been broken out of prison, but we don't know. It could be any kind of episode. It really could be. We have no idea where the season's going. Now, the next episode is reported to be 41 minutes long, I believe. So take away credits and all that, it's about 37 minutes.
Yeah.
Times aren't consistent. We have an hour episode of Dr. Pershing, and we have a 30-minute flashback episode with, Dragon taking little kid. And I don't know what's going on with the show. You can go watch our mid-season review for all that, but episode 5, what could it be? Joseph,
Crosshair episode.
Ideas? Oh, yeah, Crosshair, yeah. Yeah, mate, no, that'd be sick. Imagine Bad Batch, live action Bad Batch. Tim playing them.
I think it'd be too hard to do because of the faces.
Talking of Tim, tomorrow,
yeah,
are we getting Boba?
Ooh.
He needs his episodes back.
I don't think we get Boba this season. I kind of hope we don't, because the reason that we were talking, the reasons we were talking about this season not doing so well is because we haven't had enough Mando, Din. So if we lose more screen time on Boba and Ahsoka, I'm going to be a little disappointed, to be honest.
I don't think we're going to see Ahsoka. I think the Ahsoka show is, Ahsoka show. So Ahsoka's that. What if what if the next episodes is fully, we get our Mandalorian lore episodes? Come on, please. Okay. Bo-Katan goes and tries to claim the mythosaur. She fails. And after grief, she goes and asks for help from Din. They go and they get whooped. Boba comes in. Boba rides the mythosaur. And he leads Mandalore. Imagine that. The thing is, he wouldn't want to lead, and he would be stuck in it. And that could open up whole more stuff. That just popped into my head. I like that, but I don't know. It really could be anything. I don't know, dude.
Yeah.
I just want it to start moving along. Moff Gideon, he's broken out of prison. What if we just get a Moff Gideon episode?
I think we might, genuinely. I think we... Sure. Could we get a Moff Gideon finding Dr. Pershing? Or something like that?
It impacts the story. We barely have... we haven't had much Din. And I think it's because...
I know, it's really disappointing.
I think it's because of the Jon Favreau and Pedro Pascal beef they had going on in Season 2. Pedro Pascal threatened to leave the set. Why do you think he took up the role of Joel for The Last of Us? He took up a massive role when he's already in a massive role for a permanent show that has multiple seasons running. Something's going on there. I wouldn't be surprised if they fully kick off Din off our screen, and they either replace the Mandalorian show with Bo-Katan fully, Grogu only, if they grow up Grogu really fast. Because Christopher Lloyd, I believe his name is, the guy in Back to the Future. Is that his name?
Yeah, it sounds right.
Christopher Lloyd.
Yeah, the old man?
Yes. He's still alive, right? Right?
Yeah, but he'd be pushing it.
Christopher Lloyd, 84. He's rumored to be in The Mandalorian. People think he's going to be playing Grogu, being the voice of Grogu. That's the big stuff. is that he's the voice
Okay,
for Grogu.
that's kind of cool. I would like that, but he's a bit too old to
Okay.
be.
It's just like Frank
That's
Oz.
too big of a
What if
gamble.
his species is sound old, but Yaddle didn't? Yaddle's a female. What if males? I don't know.
But what? Like, I think that's too big of a gamble. Giving an 84-year-old the key,
Yes,
like the
true.
voice to the main character,
Yeah.
that's going to be carrying on for the next few years. Like, imagine if they did Vader. Imagine if they had James L. Jones at the age of 80. Like, yeah, he may have sounded really cool, but he's 80.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, that's
and
true.
I would rather give it. Yes, I understand giving him like an older voice. I'm pretty sure Yoda would have had an older voice, like somebody voicing him who was older. To get that, maybe it's like the species, like because they look old, right? Yaddle and Yoda, they look like old beings. Old. What do you call it? Oh, just old creatures, right? Like they're wrinkly, whatever. Grogu's kind of got that aesthetic without the grey hair and so much wrinkles, but he will grow up to look like Yoda would, at least to some extent. But I don't know. I think Christopher Lloyd is a bit too old for the job. As much as I love him in Back to the Future, I thought he was in his 90s.
Dude, I was just reading an article on who he could play. One of them was Darth Plagueis. However, what if it's um J- Joris what is his name? Subbabith? Frick. You know who I'm talking about? Jaris
No idea.
Subaith.
Yeah, the name's kind of familiar, but I can't put a face to it.
There is no face. He's in comics. He was a clone. He's a clone of a Jedi. Only person ever to be able to be, well, Palpatine, but he was a science guy and he got to be
Huh.
force sensitive. Joris Sababot. Joris Sab. It'll come to me. I just can't pronounce it. Shit. Joris Sababoth. Joris Sababoth. Joris Sabath. Sabuth. Oh,
I believe in you.
you know who I'm talking about? He's Legends.
Maybe.
Let me put this thing into a Google Translator. No way you've never heard of him. What if he's
I
playing
would have. I just
the
can't. Not a lot of him.
Joru Sibo.
Juris Seaboth is what Google Translate says, but that's not right.
Yeah, that
Juris
doesn't sound right.
Saboth. Juris Saboth. Juris Saboth. Literally it. Juris Saboth.
It took you that long.
Juris Saboth.
You got it, don't need.
Juris Saboth is
Joru Sibo.
Juris Saboth. Dude. That's big. In cloning, it all works in. Plagueis.
Yeah.
People think maybe Plagueis. Okay. It'd be cool. But then again, you're saying 84-year-old man playing a big character. Christopher Lloyd seems like he would be a perfect fit to somehow play Palpatine's former master, Darth Plagueis. After all, he's the one who started Palpatine's obsession with cloning, which carries into The Mandalorian. But sadly, that would
Yeah, I
make
definitely think it'd be
sense
cool.
because Darth Plagueis famously fell at the hands of Palpatine. There is, however, another possibility, one that not only fits in the timeline in Lloyd's wheelhouse, the Thrawn trilogy's resident mad scientist and dark Jedi, Jaris Sababoth. Theory made a video on this. A few weeks ago. That
Yeah.
how this dark Jedi could be in The Mandalorian. Because, okay, Joris Sababoth in... Okay, Joris, I can't pronounce his last name. I can't pronounce shit. Okay.
Sabuth?
Sabuth. It's not, yeah, whatever. Dude. Basically. Yeah, look, Dark Jedi coming. He's coming, Dark Jedi in The Mandalorian Season 3. Yeah. Jaris Sababoth. The Thrawn. He's in the Thrawn novels, which is the sequel trilogy in the comics Legends, which is set
Yep.
Mandalorian era. It would be perfect. Oh my god. Sabaoth. Dude, that's big. Okay, because cloning. He was a cloned Dark Jedi, mad scientist. Juris is a clone and a long gone Jedi and mentally unstable genius. Assisted Grand Admiral Thrawn as a scientific advisor. Thrawn was a strategic mastermind, but he wasn't familiar with the ins and outs of the Force, so he cloned someone who was. As Doc Brown in the Back to the Future series, Christopher Lloyd basically created the modern archetype of mad scientist. And what does Juris Sabaoth change about the Mandalorian? Will they merge between the current Star Wars live action and the famous Thrawn books? The famous Thrawn books was confirmed when Ahsoka demanded to know where Thrawn was, setting up her own spin-off in a roundabout way, a Rebel sequel. Why not just lean it into Shift and add this one fan favorite element from the Thrawn trilogy? Oh my god, he very
Where
well
did you read
could
this
be.
from?
Article. He very well could be.
That'd be pretty cool.
I think so. Okay, I didn't know that. I mean, that would pick it up very quick. But then again, casual fans, you know. Goodbye,
Yeah,
man.
it's
Turns away casual fans, but
yeah.
everything Star Wars it did. I'm sorry, Star
More
Wars,
and
you
more
can't be
they're
as we
leaving out.
said, you can't be casual Star Wars fans anymore. But hey, that's I'm not. I don't need to worry about that, man. I just feel for the other people. But oh well. Next episode.
Seems like you can't be a
episode
casual Disney fan anymore.
Yeah, nah. Next episode, episode 5 of The Mandalorian. You got anything? It could go anywhere, dude.
Yeah, it really could. It could be one of those episodes where it just
I hope
we
it's
say
not
one thing and then it's
slow,
just
dude.
complete opposite.
Because after this episode, we have 3 left. 3.
I think we get stuff on the Mythosaur.
Okay, I think armor. When are they gonna reveal who the armorer is?
I think that's a secret that they're going to keep to themselves. I don't think she needs to give. I don't think she needs a personality.
I
don't think she needs a face.
I think I know who she is. You see her in the Clone Wars?
Yeah, as?
Okay, so you know how she has the horns.
Yeah.
You know how Darth Maul ruled Mandalore for a short period of time.
Yeah.
Okay.
With his brother for a little bit too.
Yes.
Savage
She has
Opress.
horns. What if she was under Maul's Mandalorian group? In the Clone Wars, there's a person who has the exact same personality as her. She is very identical to the armorer. Doesn't like showing her face, not revealing much identity about herself, keeping things very private. She has purple hair. I can't think of a name. She has purple hair. Rook cast. Does that ring a bell? I think
kind of.
I'm sending you a photo on Discord right now. I think the Mandalorian the armorer could be Rook. The armorer could be Rook cast.
That'd be pretty cool.
It adds up the many personality traits that align.
But that mean how old would that make her? She'd have to be pretty old, right?
Yeah, she is. Bo-Katan's age. 60s.
Is Bo-Katan in her 60s?
She's late 50s, yeah. She's freaking going well for her age.
Jeez.
Yeah, she's going well for her age.
Smash.
Yeah, mate. But yeah, chat. Guys, if you search up Rook, from the Clone Wars, Rook cast, purple haired chick, you green eyes, you will know immediately. I strong theory made a video on it. The armorer's real identity in the Mandalorian season 3. I think it really could be. I don't know if we will get an episode in that. I think
It's a pretty cool theory.
Yeah. Did you see the photo?
Have a look at it now.
Because, dude, it really strongly could be. Otherwise, as for what episode it could be Moff Gideon.
Oh yes, I know her.
Yeah. Ruled under Maul. I don't know, dude. Yeah, I don't know, but yeah. The Mandalorian, it's all over the place. I don't know what episode could be. There's nothing I can really assume. There's just, as we said, I'm not. I don't know. We don't know. Boba could come in, Mythosaur. It could go that way. It could go back down to Grogu's route. The Armorer, Bo-Katan, Moff Gideon. I think a Moff Gideon episode would be cool. Let's catch up with Moff Gideon.
You know what I hope? I hope we start off with continuing the flashback,
Yeah, dude.
the Order 66 flashback.
Well, at Celebration.
Actually, yeah, you go first.
We'll do an episode. Guys. We'll record an episode of our hopes and theories for Celebration, what we hope to be announced, whatever. We'll come up with some shows we hope to be announced. But one I really hope they announce is a Ahmed Best, Kellerian Beck, and Grogu. I can't talk tonight. Grogu.
No.
Spin-off prequel of The Mandalorian. And that show ends with the start of The Mandalorian Season 1. Could be about 3 seasons long, that show. Kellerian Beck, Ahmed Best is back in his prime acting as a Jedi Grand Master. Well, he wasn't on the council, but, a Jedi who saved Grogu.
Oh, he was. Kellerian Beck's role was a teacher of the
young
Padawans.
ones. Yes. He like mentally, he wasn't on the council though. He's not on the council.
No, but he was very important.
Well, yeah. Look at Qui-Gon Jinn. Look how important he was. He wasn't on the council.
Yeah, but I mean, so if you look at his robes, he's got this special color around his robes, and we know that special Jedis, like the librarian, she's got a special color around her. So,
yeah, people wanted her, Jannah, to cast a new.
Yeah,
is that her name?
That's close.
People wanted her to save Grogu. That would have been cool, but
yeah. Also, Quinlan Voss couldn't have been there because we hear in
Kenobi.
Revenge. Yeah, Kenobi mentions Quinlan Voss
In Revenge.
being somewhere, and I'm pretty sure he says something about Quinlan being on a planet.
In Revenge of the Sith.
Maybe it wasn't Revenge of the Sith. I don't know.
Quinlan
Obi-Wan says it
wasn't
somewhere.
Even a character yet. In
Well, then where did he say it?
In Kenobi show.
Was it
About
Kenobi?
the
Oh, I didn't
path.
pay too much attention. It was bad.
The Path.
I'm not sure.
I don't know
I
what
just
he's
remember Kenobi saying something about it.
Saying-
And
what
then
does he say?
in the comics, he said something about Quinlan being on a planet, and then in comics, Quinlan then dies on that planet while he blows up.
Yeah, well, that's Legends material.
Yeah,
I
but
don't- I
it's
don't
the
know
same
what
planet
you're
that
talking
Obi-Wan
about.
mentions.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Obi-Wan mentions that Quinlan's on a
Not
different
in
planet.
Revenge of the Sith.
I think I sent it to you. It wasn't, but it looked like he was talking to Yoda when Order 66 takes place. Or something like that. I know. I sent you the clip.
I don't know what you're talking about, but I'll try to find it.
At least I thought I did.
I had no idea what you're talking about. Quinlan, I think, and then we could have Quinlan in that show. The Path, it could be the start of the Path, like we know in the Kenobi show. Dude, just as long as Reva's not involved. Sure, man. I'm joking. Frick, I shouldn't have said that.
Hating on Reva.
No, dude, okay, I don't like the Reva
How
character.
dare you?
I don't like the Reva character.
You don't like her because she's black.
Dude! You're one of them! Dude! You can't assume that. I don't like her because she's not a well-written character, in my opinion. Alright? You're not one of those people. Not a well-written character. The fact you brought that up, dude, nah. Not a well-written character, in my opinion. She served no purpose. She overtook Kenobi, overtook Anakin. And yeah, she had no purpose whatsoever, in my opinion. I didn't like Reva. Kenobi, just let her go. Anyway, I don't want to talk about Reva. Moses Ingram, I love Moses Ingram. I follow him on Instagram and Twitter and stuff. And yeah, I like Moses Ingram. I hope she goes far in her acting career. She's a good actor. She acted Reva very, very good, I reckon. Very good. Acted Reva how Reva was written. And she did a great job at that. Yeah, no. But, Quinlan Voss would be nice. Imagine seeing him in live action. Well, we have seen him in live action. In The Phantom Menace. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's in the background. At that time, he wasn't Quinlan Voss when they filmed it. He was just an extra in the back, but now we can just say he was Quinlan Voss. Because he looks identical.
Yep.
Yeah, dude. Next episode, I hope it's a Moff Gideon episode. Honestly, that's what I hope it will be. This is more of a hopes episode than a theory.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing to go off, dude. The Bad Batch, though, is getting exciting, Joseph, and you need to catch up. Alright, you doing much tomorrow?
Ah,
You doing much
no,
tomorrow?
I'll catch up.
You need to, dude. Tomorrow's the last night. Dude, these last few episodes have been crazy good, dude. Like amazing. I'm much preferring Bad Batch at the moment over Mando. At the moment, I think it's a lot more
Ooh.
interesting. I think it's a lot
If you
more
said that 2
interesting.
months ago,
Yeah, I know.
like, if you said
Hey,
that you'd be like in
season
Bad Batch
2?
more than Mando, somebody would have stabbed you. Being
Season
me.
2 has been on and off. It's had its very big ups and it's had its very big downs. More ups than downs, I think. We've had very slow episodes in a row, which has been painful. But these episodes are starting to get good and it's starting to go somewhere. Alright, dude, I'm telling you now, Crosshair Man,
Yeah, bro.
something's about to crack.
I stand by it. This Mando episode is going to be a Crosshair episode.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, imagine.
I stand by it.
Something is about to happen in the Bad Batch, dude, and you got to catch up, man. Something's about to happen. But there's nothing we can really give for the next episode of The Mandalorian. So, guys, how about you give us some of your theories, hopes, and thoughts for the next episode of The Mandalorian? Are you enjoying this season so far? What are your thoughts on The Mandalorian Season 3 so far? Last episode, we talked a bit about it, so go watch that episode. Just click onto our profile channel. And, episode before this one. Anyway, guys, we're going to get out of here, and we'll see you in the watch party for The Mandalorian Season 3, Episode 5 tomorrow. And, we'll have a review, of course. Yeah, this was our 4th episode today, guys, so be grateful, Jesus. Since, 5 p.m. we started recording? It's currently 10:05 at night.
Roughly.
We have a few breaks in between, but, yeah. Anyway, guys, we'll see you in the next episode of The Movie Pod, which is tomorrow. Alrighty, guys, and in the live show. Alrighty. Bye, guys.
Bye.